Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to another pick a card reading. This is RJ Crash with Crashing Conjures. I have messages from your angel guides today. So this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everybody, but please go ahead and take a look. We have the Goldstone angel, the Angelite angel, and the Hematite angel. So take a good look at those, meditate if you need to, and choose the pile that resonates most with you. Hello there, my pile ones. You chose the gold sandstone angel. All right, we're going to start with your angel cards and then move on to tarot and then oracle messages. Right. So the angels who have come forward to give you advice today are Asalaya, God the Just Judge. This is the angel of contemplation and makes the truth known in legal proceedings. Angel, I really hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Mibahel, God Protector and Savior. This is the angel of truth and justice, who provides protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. And lastly, Angel Jeliel, the helping God, the angel of love and wisdom and victory over those who would attack you. Now that's really interesting because we have legal proceedings, truth and justice, and then those who would attack you. So are you currently involved in a legal battle? Or is somebody coming after you and trying to do something to hold you back? Maybe you're in the middle of a divorce or some kind of upset with someone else. But these three angels have come forward to help you move forward past this time and to show you the truth and bring you justice, to help bring love back into your life. Now, I see here wisdom and contemplation, which also tells me that they would really like for you to take a moment and step back out of this energy of fighting and coming up against someone else, and really take a good look at it, not just from your point of view, but from the point of view of the other person as well. Now, that doesn't necessarily make them your friend. They may still be your enemy and trying to do something really not good to you. However, that doesn't mean that you can't also see it from their point of view. That may actually help you in these proceedings by having the wisdom to understand where they're coming from and how they're going to act. You know, contemplating what it is that they might do, I think that will help you very much to understand exactly what you need to do in this situation. All right. Let's take a look at the tarot. We have the King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, Seven of Wands, all that wand energy, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so what I see here is it looks like you're in this King of Wands kind of energy right now. You are really in charge, and you know what kind of action you need to take. You're standing firm in your power right now. And I feel like that matches up with what the angels are here for. But you have the Ace of Wands here talking about a new beginning. This is starting something new. This may be a project. This may be standing up against whatever this issue is that the angels are here to guide you in. But then you have the Four of Wands here, which is victory. Whatever this is going to come to an end in your favor, though you do have the Seven of Wands, which shows there may be some difficulties in the process. You're going to have to fight for that win. You're really going to have to stand in your power as the King of Wands here in order to win, because there is really something going on here where somebody is pretty openly butting up against your energy here. Very interesting. But then lastly, you have here the Four of Swords. And this is basically telling you that once all of this fighting is over with, take a break. You're going to need some rest. You may even need it now in order to be in that spirit of contemplation and find your wisdom in order to achieve justice. You have this King of Wands energy, which is very strong, but even the king needs a break once in a while. So don't forget to get some rest if you need it. Don't let whatever this is keep you up at night, because I do see that you will be victorious here as long as you put in the work and you stave off those who would stop you. You may have to be pretty firm about it, and I kind of get the feeling that it's not going to make you friends in the process. But I don't think that matters, because look at that Four of Swords. Look at that King of Wands. They are by themselves. You can celebrate with your friends later, but this here, to me, with the King, the Ace, and the Four of Swords, that feels like very solo energy to me. All right. Let's see what your advice is here. So the first oracle cards which I called for here were the stones or crystals that would be most beneficial to you right now in the situation or advice that the angels had for you. And so you have green aventurine, and you have apatite. Now, green aventurine embodies imagination, luck, independence, prosperity, success, tranquility, balance, creativity, and healing. So that's really interesting here because you have that heart chakra energy in here, and this is a projective stone. So with this King of Wands energy here, I feel like that independence and success and balance is part of this. You know, there's going to need to be some creativity in this new beginning here. So the green aventurine, I think, will be very helpful for that. And also in terms of the healing, look at that Four of Swords. You need that rest. So I think the green aventurine is also going to help with that. And then on the other hand, you have apatite, which is for focus, manifestation, love, harmony, independence, ambition, balance, psychism, and clarity. This is about the third eye, so I really feel like this one has a lot to do with your angels, because let's take another look at these. You have contemplation, makes the truth known in legal proceedings. Love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. Truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. So I really think that this has a lot to do with your focus, finding harmony and balance again, and also clarity in the situation, manifesting this Four of Wands energy. Because in order to get this, you have to have focus. You need to know exactly what it is you want to achieve, have the ambition to achieve this, and understand that after you go through this challenge, you need to rest to find your balance and harmony again. So that's what I'm seeing for this one. All right. Messages from your angels. Energy flows where my intention goes. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Okay, now this one in particular is very interesting to me because, you know, this here indicates battles. So do you have internal battles going on as well as external? That may be something that you need to think about in terms of what's going on inside. You know, I keep coming back to this Four of Swords here. You really need some rest. You really need some rest. Like, you're very strong. You're very strong and very wise. You're a potent manifester. But keep in mind, energy flows where my intention goes. So if your intention is on battling, fighting, making a stir, well, that's what the angels are here to tell you about. Maybe it's time to really think about how you can realign with love. This says clear direction is presented to me, and I really do think it is, because the angels are here trying to get you to have a new perspective again. You know, definitely don't drop the ball here. Make sure that you're getting past whatever this dispute is, but don't sit in it forever, because you're going to keep drawing things like that back in. You're going to keep on battling over and over again if you don't realign yourself with love. Because again, your outer experiences are a reflection of your internal condition. So if you're constantly fighting yourself or looking for an excuse to fight others, this is the kind of energy you're pulling in. Conflict will follow you wherever you go, because that is what this is all about here. Maybe it's time not only to rest, but to do some shadow work. All right, let's look at the last set of oracle cards. Yeah, look at this. Flying. Arise and see a higher point of view. Bridge. Stay strong and remain connected to what is important to you. Alien. Accept that you are an unrepeatable, spectacular phenomenon. That, to me, really speaks of that King of Wands energy. Like, there is something really potent about your ability to manifest. And I think that's actually pretty clear in how you're manifesting these issues around you, because if you weren't able to withstand it, I don't think it would be happening to you, honestly. And it's a lesson that you needed to go through. But I think it's time for you to actually see that lesson and take on that higher point of view. You know, reevaluate what's important to you. Are you getting so involved in all of this conflict that you're losing sight of your friends and family and the things that you wanted to do with your life? Is there something that you maybe intended to do with yourself, a dream or something that was really important to you at one point that you had to let go of because you got so involved in all of this conflict? Did it make you lose sight of your purpose and what you're really here for? If you need to, call on the angels and ask them for further guidance, but I think that you've really been given it here. You know, understand the other side of the conflict. You don't have to agree with it, but understand it and rise above it. All right, so I'm going to do two things before I end off here. First, I'm going to use the dice to roll for your angel numbers. And then what I'm going to do, and you probably want to start thinking about it now, is I'm going to roll a die that's actually a substitute for a pendulum, and you can pick a yes or no question, and it will answer yes or no for you. I don't know what your question is, but I will roll the dice. Concentrate on the energy of the angels, ask for their assistance and guidance, and see what answer they give you. All right, let's start with rolling the angel numbers. I'm just going to give myself a little room here to roll the dice. Angels and spirit guides. Angel numbers for those who chose the sandstone angel. Angel numbers. Advice for those who chose the sandstone angel. All right. Your angel numbers are 6, 4, 4, 2. 6, 4, 4, 2. So go ahead and look those up on Google, see what that message is. I hope it resonates for you. Now please concentrate on your question, yes or no. Angels and spirit guides, yes or no for those who chose the gold sandstone. Okay, the answer is yes. All right, my lovely pile ones, I hope that helped you and resonated with you. If it did, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Hello, my beautiful pile twos. I see that you chose the Angelite angel. All right, we are going to start with the angels who came forward for you, and then we're going to move on to tarot, and then oracle. Then I'm going to roll the dice for your angel numbers, and also roll a dice to answer a yes or no question for you. So starting out, interesting. So we have the angel, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Hahasaya, God the impenetrable secret. This is the angel of universal medicine, elevation of the soul, and the revelation of mysteries. We have angel Nelkael, the only God. Desire for knowledge, protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. Now that is interesting. Hahuaya, God the good in himself. Protection, prevents discovery of secret crimes, saves exiles. Now that's really interesting because you've got protection from liars and bad spirits, and yet prevents discovery of secret crimes. And then we have the angel Imamaya, God hidden in darkness. This is the angel of atonement of errors. They destroy the power of enemies and humiliate them. Now that is quite something there, pile two. What do you have going on here? Now, I feel like these angels have come forward for you, maybe because you've been being a little bit sneaky, but somebody else is as well. Now, Hahasaya, who is about universal medicine, talks about elevation of the soul. There's revelation of mysteries as well, but elevation of the soul. Now, I kind of feel that you're being called upon here to let go of whatever this frankly naughty energy is. I think you need to be looking up things about protection. There's a desire for knowledge here and protection. I think you need to fix whatever it was that brought this nasty energy into your space. You're being called upon to rise above it. Now, whether you're lying to yourself or lying to others, even if you mean well, you know, you're bringing in the bad juju here. Now, you're being protected from your enemies. You are. But I think whatever's going on here, you know, Hahawaya is about God the good in himself. So despite whatever you may have done, there's still good. There is still good there. But it's time to let go of whatever these bad habits are, these things that you're doing, and reach more into elevation of your soul. Okay? Whatever these enemies are that you have, I mean, I hate to say it, but I feel like it's something that you brought on yourself with whatever it is you may have done. However, whatever it is they're doing feels much worse than where you're coming from. So let's not worry about that other energy right this second. Let's see what messages the angels have for you in tarot. Oh yeah. Okay. So we have the sun. Once again, elevation of the soul, we have the sun. We have the Eight of Swords. So that to me is talking about being blind to something. That almost feels like deliberate blindness. So whatever you need protection from, you need to come out of this energy, stop burying your head in the sand, and start looking for that knowledge specifically about protection. Yeah, look at this. Seven of Swords, deceit. There's lies here. Whether they're lies you're telling yourself or lies from someone else. But then we have the Nine of Cups. Okay. And the Five of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. So you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision here because, you know, this feeling of being out in the cold and not having friends, well, sitting there pretty in that Cups energy, that's really strange to me because, you know, you've got somebody who's stealing something here. You've got somebody who's lying about it and being deceitful. But then But then you have that Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups feels like it doesn't quite fit, because that's happiness. That's rewards and confidence, you know? There's triumph there. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering. Okay, I see it. I see it now. Okay, so by opening up and understanding what the mystery is here, the thing that you're not looking at, getting rid of the lies, I feel like this is how you will overcome this crappy energy of feeling left out in the cold, like you can't trust others. But it requires that you make a decision. You have to make a decision. You have to decide to remove that blindfold. You have to see others for who they really are, including yourself in this particular case. There's something about this decision that I think will bring you back full circle to the sun, illuminating these mysteries, the lies, you know, the reason for this Five of Cups, or pardon me, excuse me, Five of Pentacles energy. You know, this feeling of unfulfillment, you know, this bad energy hanging around. It's probably causing you bad luck. It's probably causing you to feel like you can't trust anybody. It's probably making you feel like you're losing your friends, people who you thought you could trust, and it turns out that you really can't. You know, particularly if you were doing things with these other people that you knew weren't above board. If you were participating in something that you knew wasn't okay, and you were turning a blind eye to it, even though you knew deep down that it wasn't in anybody's best interests. Like maybe you started out thinking that you were actually bringing illumination to the situation, when in reality you were hiding from it, or hiding it from others. Maybe you intended to bring that joy and light and openness initially, but then a lie came in on the line. You know, it feels like something was stolen. Something was stolen here. Whether it was knowledge, I don't know why I'm getting the idea that it was a feeling. Maybe you were following in the footsteps of someone else and trying to do what they did, but do it in a way that you thought was right, without telling them that you were taking their technique. Something like that. Anyway, regardless, whatever it was, it wasn't above board, but now is the time to make a decision about it. Okay? And you can call on these angels to assist you in this. They will help you see the truth. You know, when you're done watching this video, I don't know if you can see these terribly well, but I'm going to hold up each of these cards for you. If you look down at the bottom of the card, that is the angel's seal, and you can meditate on that to help call on the angel. You know, or you can look up their seal online and find a bigger picture. I'm sure that would actually probably be better. But each of these angels has a seal, and they can help you with those specific things. And I think if you called on them, you know, concentrate on those seals. I think if you called on them, they'd be more than happy to give you enlightenment in this situation. Okay, let's take a look at the oracle cards. All right, so the first set of cards that I pulled, I asked for advice from the angels and spirit guides to let me know what stones would be most helpful to you, what crystals would be most helpful to you in this situation. So the stones they recommend for you are amber and amethyst. So amber and amethyst. Amber is about beauty, happiness, wisdom, healing, protection, strength, luck, amplification, and love. You can see this is for the solar plexus, or pardon me, the solar chakra. Interesting. And then for amethyst, we have dreams, psychism, healing, protection, purification, spirituality, courage, love, and happiness. And this is for the crown chakra. Now, I feel like what needs to happen here is you need to use the amber to work specifically on protection and wisdom. Strength and healing are also important here, but I feel like specifically for you, wisdom and protection are the two things to concentrate on with that amber. Because, you know, what have you got going on here? Protection. Desire for knowledge, right? So, you know, you need some truth. You need some truth. But I think you also need some protection when that truth comes out, because I have the feeling whatever was going on here, yes, it's going to be ugly when you confront it, but the thing is, the longer you wait to confront it, the more you sit in that energy, you know, and the more you accumulate of these lies, these, you know, this feeling of isolation and inability to trust. And, you know, that's part of where I think the amethyst comes in. You know, the amethyst will help you find love. It'll help you find happiness. It'll help you find the courage to trust again. It'll give you protection too, and purify whatever these bad energies are around you and provide healing. I think to a degree, the psychism, you know, referring to psychic abilities, it will help you see some clarity in this situation so that you can understand how to let go of the lies and the things that are bringing so much unhappiness. You know, you might have thought that it was bringing you victory and happiness, but really, what's the truth here? What's the truth? All right. So there was only one card for you in the next set of oracle, and that was, I am the loving energy of the universe. So I think despite all of these feelings here, you're being reminded to have some faith, and that it's okay to love yourself despite having made mistakes. You know, and despite whatever else somebody may have said about you or thinks about you, or, you know, whatever was going on here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Turn to your angels and they will guide you in how to release it and move on. I think when you reconnect with whatever it was you were initially trying to do in this sun energy, whatever you were trying to eliminate, you know, there was love there. There was love behind this energy. You wanted happiness. You wanted security. You wanted a bright future. Reconnect with that energy. Okay. Lastly, we have the Dream Oracle cards, and then I will move on to the dice. Airplane. Spread your wings and fly. School. Examine your beliefs about being tested. Celebrity. Shine like the star that you are. Key. Seek no further. Your aha moment is at hand. Okay, so, I mean, do you really need me to explain this? You know, when you make your decision here, this is your wake-up call, right? Get out of that stagnant energy. Get out of that feeling of blah. You know, the lies, the unhappiness, you know, feeling like you can't be seen. Let go of that, you know? Shine like the star that you are. Let yourself be seen, you know? Yes, okay, it's going to be ugly, you know, when one faces the truth in this situation, but so what? So what? Look, it's time to examine your beliefs about being tested. Just because things felt kind of down and sad and unhappy, you know, just because it felt like that, it doesn't mean it's meant to be that way forever.
You're not answering your phone.
Excuse me 1 second, please. Okay, apologies. So again, examine your beliefs about being tested.
I'm on my way home. See you in 5 minutes.
Sorry about that if you can hear my man in the background there. Okay, so, you know, this feeling of being stuck and not being sure where to go or what to do, like, you know, your decisions have tied you down in place and made it so that there's no way out. I mean, that's really not the case here. You know, again, examine your beliefs about being tested. There's something you need to take a look at within yourself when you're making this decision about how to go forward, you know, and not just how to go forward, but how to do it with love. All right, my pile twos. I am going to start wrapping this up and roll your dice here in a second and get you your angel numbers. But I think you have a lot to think about. I want you to start concentrating on what your question is. I'm going to be rolling a die here, and this gives yes or no answers. It's kind of like a quick and easy replacement for a pendulum. So let me put those to one side here. All right, angels and spirit guides, give me the angel numbers that will give guidance to pile 2. Angels and spirit guides, angel numbers for pile 2. All right, so your angel numbers are 8, 9, 6, 7. So go ahead and Google those numbers, 8, 9, 6, 7, and that will give you additional messages from your angel guides. Now concentrate on your question, yes or no. Angels and spirit guides, yes or no for my pile 2s. Angels and spirit guides, yes or no for my pile 2s. Okay. And the answer is yes. All right, my lovely pile twos, I hope that helped you and resonated. If it did, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Hello there, my beautiful pile threes. You chose the Hematite Angel. Beautiful. All right, we are going to start with your angel guides and then do the tarot advice, followed by oracle, followed by me rolling the dice for your angel numbers, and then a yes or no question. Okay, so the first angel who has come forward for you is the angel Ariel, the revealing God. Perception and revelation. So this is the angel of perception and revelation. Discovers hidden treasure, reveals secrets of nature. The next angel who came forward for you, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, is Pahalaya, God the Redeemer. Pahalaya is the angel of redemption. They serve against enemies of religion and govern charity, govern chastity. The next angel who came forward for you is Manakel, God nurturing and maintaining everything. This is the angel with knowledge of good and evil. They appease divine anger and cure epilepsy. Interesting. All right, so those are the angels who came forward for you. Let's see what messages they have for you. Oh my. Well, we are starting this reading with the Ten of Swords. Judgment. Ace of Swords. The Queen of Swords. The Devil. And Temperance. And the Nine of Wands. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so first of all, with this Ten of Swords energy, there's definitely something that you're recovering from. You're finally taking a break and getting some rest. Whatever was going on is over now. An ending has occurred. And then we have Judgment. It's really interesting to me because with Judgment, I feel like that has something to do with Angel Ariel here, who is about perception and revelation. You know, I feel like there's something that you need to use your judgment on here because you have this Ace of Swords energy here about moving forward with an active new beginning. You have this Queen of Swords energy. You know, this Swords energy is really about using your head and being intelligent about the decisions that you're making, which ties in to the Judgment here. You know, and then you have more Swords energy with the Ten of Swords here, you know, which I think is telling you to take a break from something that you've been thinking over. You know, because again, we have the angel Manakel here, who is the angel of knowledge of good and evil. You know, you've got also the angel of redemption here, who serves against enemies of religion. And we're talking about good and evil here. This is the angel who appeases divine anger. So I feel like there were secrets. There were secrets here that maybe you didn't know about. And it resulted in this need for rest. But then you have the devil energy here, you know, and the devil is not just the devil, you know. This is a card about temptation. You know, there are chains between the people here, and I don't think that speaks of seeing clearly. I think that speaks of being tied to something without really seeing it for what it is, you know. Look at the angel here in Judgment. The angel here is, I feel, speaking the truth, and the people are rejoicing in hearing it. Because again, look at this, you have another angel in Temperance. Balance. You know, balance is needed here, because I think that there's something not so great that you've had your attention on, because look at this Nine of Wands energy. You know, there's something about this that feels very nervous and indecisive. There's some worry in here. There's something being held back. And I really think intelligence needs to come into play in a decisive new beginning. You know, rather than thinking with wants, I think you need to think with needs. I think you need to find your balance here in making this decision between what looks really good and what you know is good. You know, you really need to use your judgment and your intelligence, your knowingness, your intuition, you know, when you move forward here. Like, honestly, what I'm thinking with this Ten of Swords is that you're actually being cautioned to take a rest. You're being cautioned to take a rest and, you know, let that cycle really sink in, whatever it is, so that when you have to make your decision, you can actually hear your intuition and move forward with a fresh start from a place with a clear head. You know, so this way you're not stuck in that energy of feeling like there's something desirable that you know is bad for you, so that you can actually find balance and get out of this energy of feeling worried and scared and unsure. You know, there's a lot here that speaks about needing to see things clearly. And I really think you need to call on Angel Ariel to help you with your perception. Now, you can call on any of these angels to assist you with this situation. They are all here to help you with that. But I honestly feel like this has something to do with your faith. Because if you take a look, at Angel Pahalaya and Angel Manikel, serves against enemies of religion, appeases divine anger, you know, knowledge of good and evil. So I feel like there's something fundamental here. And whether it's your faith, what you believe in. Actually, was that it? Was your faith tested and rocked? Did you have some revelation about your beliefs that left you feeling betrayed and wiped out and uncertain about who you are and what you believe in? Is that what's going on here? Is that where that feeling of indecisiveness is coming from? Okay. I'm not here to tell anybody what to believe. I'm really not. And obviously, if you're watching this reading, bare minimum, you believe in spiritual guidance. If not the angels, in divine guidance. I think that's something that you know. Like you might be a very intellectual person, a very scientifically minded person. But I think there's a part of you that knows. There's a part of you that knows that there is a divine power out there that guides more than just the everyday. But I think whatever you believed, that foundation was shaken. And you're not sure what to believe anymore. You may be feeling lost and alone and uncertain about what to believe. Maybe there was somebody, if you attend a church, maybe there was somebody high up in the church who did something that was not very godly, and that left you feeling like you looked behind the curtain and didn't like what you saw. And now you're wondering if there's anything out there that you can trust. I bet that's where this new beginning is coming from. You're wondering what you can trust. Wow. But the thing is, whether you believe specifically in those angels or not, there is an energy there of the divine that you can call upon to assist you in making this decision and moving forward. You know, get your rest from whatever this was. Take a break, meditate. Take a daily walk every day for the next, week or two. Even if it's just for 10, 15 minutes, just get out of your head for a little bit and give yourself some space to see clearly when you're making judgments about this situation. Now, if there was something that really shook your faith, whatever it was, if it was an individual, I really don't think it's the individual that you need to be worrying about here. I think you need to be worrying about where you're at in your head, because the devil shows itself in many forms. And it's not always a bad thing. I know that this card that gets looked at sometimes with a bit of fear and trepidation, but honestly, it urges us to see the truth, to look with clear eyes. It reminds us sometimes to come out of situations and look at it from a broader perspective than just how it makes us feel in the moment or what we're seeing in the moment. Okay. I want to see what other advice the angels have for you here. All right. Now, the next cards that I drew are actually crystals that I asked for the angels to recommend for you in this situation to help you get through or overcome it. What would help you best? And the first one is Aqua Aura Quartz. This is a stone of meditation, communication, guidance, cleansing, manifestation, astrology, psychism, reducing negativity, calming, and it addresses the throat chakra. Now, I really do think that ties in with what I was saying there. You know, you really need that walk. You really need that meditation. I think that will help you cleanse yourself and, you know, really find your balance again. Get that rest that you need. Okay. The next stone for you is Morganite. This is the stone. Oh, look at that. Angelic guidance. Huh. Energy, angelic guidance, divine compassion, healing, purification, courage, love, and psychism. And this is for the heart chakra. So, again, angelic guidance. I mentioned earlier, I really think that it would do you some good to reach out to these angels after this reading and ask them for additional advice. I think that will help you a great deal. And again, divine compassion appeases divine anger. Please don't mind the cockatoo in the background. All right. Lastly, we have cinnabar. This is a stone of vitality, manifestation, dignity, abundance, prosperity, assertiveness, wealth, success, and alchemy. And this is for the root chakra. Interesting. Alchemy and temperance, the card of alchemy. Okay. So next, messages from the angels. I honor how I want to feel. Isn't that interesting? I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Happiness is my birthright. Okay, so looking at what came up for you here, you know, I think, you know, you were having a hard time deciding how you feel going through this. And that's part of why you need the rest and meditation. So I really think that part of this is figuring out, you know, when you use your judgment here and create this new beginning, you need to decide how you want to feel so that you can honor it. And just because you had a bad experience doesn't mean that you can't experience love as well. You know, yes, sometimes bad things happen, it's true, but that doesn't mean that you need to lose all faith, whether it's in yourself, in humanity, or in divine guidance. And I really feel like it's time to come out of this energy here and remember that happiness is your birthright. Whatever dimmed your shine, let that go. All right. And lastly, we have cat. Take care of yourself. Trust that if you do, you'll always land on your feet. I feel like that has a lot to do with that meditation and taking a walk and basically healing yourself that we talked about. Oh, you have 4 here. You got the most of these out of all the piles. Pile 3. Okay, so sex, kiss, and hug. Face and embrace all parts of yourself. So whatever doubts you're having, I mean, I really think, you know, take a look at that devil energy, right? Because it's okay to have this part of yourself. I mean, come on, I'm a Capricorn. This is one of my calling cards right here myself. So I can tell you it's okay to embrace all of those energies, all of them. Even the doubts and fears, it's okay. Because that's part of you and who you are. And you need to love yourself. That's how you find this happiness. Get closer to love, right? How do you do that? How do you do that? You decide how you want to feel and honor it. All right? Yeah, look at this. Elevator. Rise above. Rise above. And lastly, we have flower. Pluck the weeds and plant the seeds of your most magnificent expression. That's beautiful. So whatever weeds are growing in your garden here, take them out and focus on your happiness. Focus on love. Okay? All right, my lovelies. I am going to roll the dice for your angel numbers, and right now I want you to concentrate on a yes or no question, because after I roll your angel numbers, I'm going to roll the yes or no dice and get an answer for you. Let me just clear off some space to roll these dice. Okay. Angels and spirit guides. Angel numbers for my pile 3. Angels and spirit guidance, angel numbers for my pile 3s. All right, pile number 3. You have 7, 6, 7, 9. 7, 6, 7, 9. So go ahead and Google those numbers when this video is over to get your message. That'll be additional guidance from the angels for you. All right, and lastly, focus on your yes or no question. Angels and spirit guides, yes or no for my pile 3s. Angels and spirit guides, yes or no for my pile 3s. Okay, pile 3, your answer is no. All right, my lovelies, that's what I have for you. I hope this helped. I really do. If this resonated with you, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.